the mowers don't follow precisely. But in general, it's better than the triple, the butterfly mower. Although, as I said, we've now got the Pottinger Nova Cat, which has the pass-through, so you can mount all three mowers together. Maybe I'll switch to that one when I get bored of the Elho. I think for right now, the set we've got is fine. The issue, I think, will be, whatever happens, I'm going to have to replace the Valtra Q with another Valtra of some description, just so we can keep using the current equipment. And if I don't get a Valtra, then I need to replace the windrower and the mower. And I think that's all. The windrower and mower are definitely rear-mounted, rear driving equipments. Oh, we've replaced the Valtra with the big N. At which point I don't need a windrower unless I'm creating hay, and this farm not specifically creating hay at this stage. We contract hay, but that's it. When there's hay contracts available. So we do have 2 sunflower planting contracts, so I need a planter, which is a tad annoying, but it is what it is. So I need a planter to do the 2 contracts I picked up last week, or at the end of the last stream. But I also need a thing anyway, because we need to plant our 2 maize fields. Oh, Tom Pemberton might be planting maize next year. I know last week Sunday his episode was him and his dad talking about they're going to be getting some maize silage from a neighbour who's, I've got 20 acres of maize spare, do you want it, type of thing. So his dad's all like, yeah, we'll do that. And Tom's never used maize, but it seems he's already considering it. So okay then. And then, but anyway, so as soon as the tractor's finished what it's doing, or the Valtra's finished what it's doing, we are going to need to go and get ourselves a planter and plant our 2 maize fields. They don't have to be done today, they have to be done sometime this month. We've got 3.5 days of May to plant. But if I can get them done, I can get them done. And then we have the contract for 2. So I could go and pick up the planter, and I'll have to do that with the Valtra because it's the only thing that can run it. And once that's, we can do the 2 contracts on the way home and then see what else we have to do. We have to get the grass done today though, just so that we can sell it next month, right at the beginning. Because I'm going to want some money, although contracts may avail themselves as well. So at the moment we are looking at 2 sowing contracts which we've taken. Oh, there's a fertilization contract. The weeding contracts are gone, and there are a couple of spraying contracts as well, which obviously I don't have a sprayer, so not happening. So it looks like we're timing fairly nicely. Valtra's still got a couple more rows. I mean, even with 6 metre equipment, which is quite handy for an early start. It still takes a while. I mean, these are 3 acre fields, 3 hectare fields, I can't remember. So, yeah, I think to give us, I don't know, we are going to want a bigger tractor at some stage. Or another big tractor to complement the Valtra. However, this is the only part of the year where I need to be able to seed and cultivate and mow all at the same time, all of which need the Valtra. I could lose some of that, you know, and for the rest of the year all we're going to be doing is mowing and windrowing, and that's a Valtra job. And then this thing can do the collecting, or it can do fertilization contracts or anything else simultaneously. So I'm not too worried about 2 tractors right now, but when we come to November and we're planting grass as a cover for winter, it's probably going to be prudent to have a second big tractor so that I've got something that can tear up or rip the maize fields once we've collected from them, and mow and all the rest of the stuff all at the same time. But we'll have June income, September-ish income, and those should be about 100,000 a time, 150,000 per time. So that should give us access to another high 200 horsepower tractor. Shame we weren't able to avail ourselves of the Class Axia 900 TerraTrack. That would have been nice, because now we're actually into doing field work with some level of seriousness, whatever you want to call it. And so having a field tractor specifically for cultivating, seeding and all of that stuff just would be very, very handy. But unfortunately that was a week 1 sale. It was more expensive than the Valtra that we bought, I think. Yeah, more expensive than the Valtra we bought. TerraTracks aren't cheap, and you stuck? Why are you stuck? You're stuck. I think this is now working the headland. So if I do that and that, oh no, it's not the headland. Oops. The headland starts at the other end and will go clockwise, end up by the top there, I think. Anyway, let's get back to collecting so we complete the jobs at the same time, I hope. I'll finish collecting this field. Teenage Osa leaving stuff stacked badly on her desk so it falls off. Makes noises. She tends to leave stuff right on the edge of, so glass tumblers of water right on the edge of the table, and then knocks it off. Oh. Well, at least it wasn't full. Sort of, yes, but it shouldn't have been there in the first place. She leaves books hanging over the edge of her desk, so you walk past and knock them off. She doesn't stack things very well, so the stacks fall over. You should have her practice Jenga, I think. That might be a good skill. Still, that looks like, oops, I'll just get that 3 litres there. That was actually 3 litres, and we are done with that field. Oh, I could put the spreader on this field. There's an interesting thought. I think I've stacked way too much grass at the end of this bunker, which might be a problem for the for the compacting of it. However, I'm going to try and hit. Well, that didn't work out. There's a bit of a dip on the left there. I kind of wanted to get the grass into. Oh, we're empty. Okay, I will take this over here. I can block off this field. It's not a problem. Come on. Drop, thank you. And I will drop that there. I'm also not sure that the Kubota could have run this roller either. Gonna do a reverse into it. Stuck. See if I can get this slope a little bit easier. Like I said, I think I packed way too much to the back of this. Then, oh heck, we should be able to set it off on course play without too much of an issue. And the Valtra's finished. Ugh. Well, again, not good. The Valtra would be the better tractor to use here, but really it doesn't. Yeah, I need it for too many other jobs. Well, we're 6% compacted. I am going to attempt to course play this, at least initially. It may not work. Silo work, target position. Stop at 99%. Dude, that's not the silage. Dude! Seriously, that's not the bunker you're supposed to be in. Oi, oi, oi. So, let's try this one again. I want that. Create job, silo work, target position. Silo position. Okay, that looks like it's behaving itself, maybe. Where are you going? Really? Let's go forwards. Start job. Okay. Sometimes it works, sometimes it just doesn't want to do its thing. Cancel. It took me about 20 attempts last time to get this to do what I wanted it to do. Put that over there. We'll put the weight back on, which is over there. We'll get the spreader. Oh. We'll load the spreader up with fertilizer. I'll do my grass field and I will do the fertilization contract. It's probably the best plan we have now for this tractor. Then I will run and get the Valtra. And I'll finish off the mowing and windrowing in the field that Courseplay doesn't play nice. So for a change, I will not be doing the fertilization on my own. Also didn't get GPS installed on this tractor, but we do have the Azaria crop sensors. Crop sensors, that's good. So, very blotchy looking field. We can go to create job, field work, do that, target position, no, cancel. No course. 42 meters up and down. Automatic. Let's do one headland. Start work on the center. Sharp corners clockwise. 7% generate. Go. Oh, poo. Stop. Stop. Let's try first waypoint. Keep making that mistake. It's okay, we won't waste anything because it'll just come back and not spread there because it's all on automatic. Anyway, you go do your thing. I will fetch this. Field looks reasonably okay. Clear the course. Oh, okay. Makes a change. Get to the end of a field. I'm not actually in reverse drive. Okay, how is cultivator could do with a service, but we are done with the cultivator for this year. Well, this season. We will have fields to cultivate in fall. I do want to buy more fields, because more fields equals more income. That would be a good thing. I think I will. Oh, good grief. So, with it being done till 4, we can clean this. And then we'll service it before we use it next time, I think. I'm also going to have to find somewhere to park the planter as well. Looks kind of good. Okay, fetch the mower. No, fetch the windrower. So I do have a bit more space to park here since I now don't have a 15-foot long windrower to park up anywhere. Oh. So I haven't noticed if this thing has any lights on the back. No. Oh, of course. Turn the seating round. Then I can look at where I'm going. And so yeah, the pickup is on the tail end. It does not have center swath, so you're either dropping to the left or the right, and that, you know, like with all the other merges, that does mean you're doubling up your rows, so you have fewer rows, fewer thicker rows, which I'm kind of a big fan of. Okay. Good grief, I am having major issues trying to drive backwards here. Because as I've said before, this is half backwards, half forward. The steering's reversed. The gear shift is not. Might be easier to sit in the cab, drive in reverse and go. So spreader's still going. It's used up a lot of product here.